Bills Focus is presented by Atwall Eye Care, the official LASIK provider of the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, Coach, you're wrapped up here in the spring. Training camp's on the horizon now. What do you feel you and your staff know about your roster now, heading into training camp, that maybe you did not know before OTAs got underway?
Well, first off, we know a ton about our guys now. They've all been in a classroom now going on, all off season. We know the work ethic they have in the weight room. We also get a sense on, where they're at from a playing standpoint wise, going through all the OTAs and the mini camps and all that. So we feel great about where our team is. And now it's just about, putting the pads on and playing real football.
As exciting as all the new offensive additions have been this offseason, how big of a task will it be to blend all of that new talent together?
All the guys we brought in were team guys all the way. And so it's about, we'll spread the ball. Sometimes, Percy Harvin may get 10 balls thrown to him. Maybe next week he gets 3, whatever it is. But that's okay. We just want to win. And whatever that means, it might be that your number's dialed a lot more often this week than it was the last week. But, that's just part of it. We know one thing, we have a lot of playmakers, and we plan to get the ball in all their hands.
With respect to the quarterback competition, at training camp, your offensive coaches are going to be tracking every throw, every decision, all of that stuff. But from your big picture perspective as head coach, what counts most in your evaluation of that competition as it unfolds at training camp?
Well, I think there's several things. Obviously, production overrides everything. It doesn't matter what it looks like if it gets there. But that being, having command of our system, and the other thing about protecting the football, don't put the team at risk. And I think be productive. If he's open, get him the football. If he's not, don't force the issue. And then just have a great command of it, because in our offense, it's we want to get out of a bad play, get into a better play, and that's also in the running game as well. So you got to be smart with our checks, alerts, everything else. And I think command is first. And then obviously, that production overrides really everything in protecting the football.
We've already talked about how deep the talent is on your roster. How does that affect the impact you feel your rookie draft class can make this season?
I feel really good about our draft class. I think a lot of these guys are going to stick, if not all of them. They're all going to have the opportunity to stick. Whether that means a guy is starting or in a backup role or whatever, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be, by the end of the day, there's going to be a couple guys starting and be major contributors for us.
Last year, this run defense finished 11th in the top half of the league for the first time in a long time. 2004 was the last time that happened. They haven't finished above 22nd. In New York, you had great success with your run defense. Why do you see the arrow pointing up for the run defense from that 2014 ranking of 11?
I think the last 10 games were a little bit alarming to me because there's over 5 yards of carry. So, I don't know. I think when you look at it, I've been a part of 50 straight games without giving up a 100-yard rusher. When I was in Baltimore, left at 37 straight. The all-time record my dad has for games in a row without giving up a 100-yard rusher. So I feel pretty confident that we're going to be able to stop the run.
There are a lot of outside observers who believe that marrying your defensive scheme with Stephon Gilmore's skill set will vault him into Pro Bowl territory. How do you see it?
We expect him to be there, quite honestly. He's doing a great job in the classroom. We couldn't get out here and really participate with his teammates until training camp. But the mental part of it and the way he's embraced the challenge and everything else, I expect big things from him.
Finally, it's not talent alone that gets a team to the postseason. So what besides the talent has you convinced that the team can be playing postseason football?
Well, the big thing is that the talent is, obviously we have plenty of talent. There's no question about that. But it's the way this team is blending. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. So you're going to play against all 53, and we're all going to paddle the same direction. And I think that's going to give us the edge over most teams that we play. And then our talent will give us the edge over the rest of them. Put that game on our home field, then it's really going to get ugly. So that's why I'm so confident. I see how this thing's blended together. Now you also bring our fan base with it. I just know good things are happening.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the time. We look forward to seeing you out there at St. John Fisher.
My pleasure.